Good evening, everyone. Raise your hand if you wake up at 5 in the morning, 365 days out the year, ready to go to the gym, and know exactly what to do at the gym when you arrive. I thought so. Neither did I at one point in my life. Today I'm here to discuss why exercising is so important in your daily life to maintain a great, healthy lifestyle. I have three main points that I would like to discuss today. One being that exercise helps with the number one leading cause of death, heart conditions. Number two would be that exercise maintains a healthy mental status. And number three would be that exercise decreases your chances of being obese. Let's get right into the first main point. According to the American Heart Association, 1 out of 3 Americans will die or have an existence of heart condition. Right here, it shows us that 1 out of 3 Americans will die of heart condition. Heart condition is the number one leading cause of our death in the USA. The American Heart Association recommends that you work out only 3 times a week in 30 minutes. That will definitely decrease your chances of acquiring any cardiovascular disease. Your chances definitely decrease by a lot if you just work out 30 minutes 3 times a day. Moving on to my second point, I would like to discuss how exercising helps with your mental health. A lot of times we think about our exterior health and how we look, but we don't think about our internal health, such as our mental health. According to the American Psychological Association, a published study showed that 25% of the US have mental illness. This is the 25%. We will have, and at some point, 50% of Americans will have some sort of mental illness. There was a study performed by 522 university students that quoted, "The participants' general self-efficacy and psychological well-being levels were high and depression levels were low when on advanced levels of exercise." In light of the findings in this research, it has been concluded that the continuity of exercise has a positive effect on the psychological self-efficacy and depression and psychological well-being. So exercise helps with short-term mood enhancement, but not only that, it helps with long-term illness such as depression, anxiety, or any other mental health issues that you can acquire. In an article written by Kristen Ware, which was published by the Psychological Association, she stated that usually within 5 minutes of moderate exercise, you get a mood enhancement effect. Only 5 minutes into the exercise, and you definitely get a mood enhancement, guys. All you have to do, like I mentioned, was 3 times a week for 30 minutes, and within the 5 minutes of it, you already feel in a much better mood. Moving on to my third point, I would like to discuss obesity in the USA. It is such a big issue, and it can just be solved by exercising. According to the National Center for Health Statistics, more than 1/3 of Americans are obese. That is very scary. Obesity means not merely overweight, as determined by a calculation called your mass index body. Until the early 1980s, only about 1 in 6 adults were obese. This has drastically increased, now being 1 in 3 Americans are obese. This only happened around a decade ago. So unfortunately, it's an ongoing issue that doesn't seem to get better. Instead, it's getting worse and worse. But by exercising, we can assure that your weight can be maintained. So I would like to conclude that exercise definitely can save your life. So you may ask yourself, what can we do about it? How do I get myself going? Well, as I mentioned before, 3 times 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week, 30 minutes. In the first 5 minutes, you already feel an effect. All you have to do is do that. And by the way, it doesn't matter if you do it 3 times or maybe 2 times. Any exercise is beneficial. And even if you already have a pre-existing heart condition, it lowers your chances by a lot. I personally did not do this, and I felt very, very sick. And now that I have worked out 4 times a week, just 1 hour, every time I go in, I feel much better. My health has increased for a better, and I just feel more energetic and a better mental health. And you can do the same thing if you just get up and go work out. It only takes a little bit. Thank you. Have a good night.